So I just finished up a Tesla wall charger here, and this is this beautiful thing. However, the project took a lot longer and more costly than the homeowners had expected because of a lot of work that I had to go back and correct from some electricians that gave them a good price. I'll show you. So now we're in the crawl space where I fished down the Tesla charger, and you can see it's all stapled nice and neatly. Ran it's this black wire here going all the way straight through the joists, and then over to there, nice and neatly going down. However, you can look right here, and this is their wire for the mini split that the previous electrician ran, this orange cable here. One of the main things you're supposed to do is protect electrical wire from physical damage. This is an awful job. I'll have to come back in. So this live wire here is the one that was ran on the floor of the crawl space, live, exposed to physical damage. Not sure why they ran it exposed here when there's all sorts of room to run it neat there. Anyway, you can see here that we had to open quite a bit of drywall. Why? Well, that was because the other electricians who were cheaper than us did not set these homeowners up for success, right? So they came, they added these circuits, right, for an addition. However, this panel is not rated for that many circuits. The electrical inspector said, hey, you've got to put in a sub panel. They added the sub panel, and they had to splice all of these in here to move them to here. You're not allowed to splice wires through a panel. You're not allowed to use a panel as a conduit, which they did here. However, because the walls were closed up, the electrical inspector just saw this and he thought, okay, everything's code compliant, but it's not. Now, this is going to cost the homeowner potentially more money if the electrical inspector makes them correct it when he comes to inspect our car charger. Additionally, this sub panel was only a 60 amp sub panel. The panel they purchased is rated for 100 amps, but they fed it with a 60. Why? You can see that there's not much distance. It's only a little bit more for the breaker and the wire. Why wouldn't you set the homeowner up for success for the next project? Like, obviously, as the grid begins to electrify, you're going to have things like electric ranges instead of gas ranges, more mini splits, and in this situation, electric vehicles, right? So yeah, Stag Electric definitely costs a little bit more money than those other guys who can save you money on the front end. But unfortunately for these homeowners, it cost them a lot more on the back end. We were here an extra 3 or 4 hours to correct some of those code mistakes, as well as, you know, what is the electrical inspector going to say when he sees all the things that are going on here. Why should you go with Stag Electric, right? Well, number one, we don't do stuff like this. 1-year warranty on all parts and labor, right? Number two, we're going to set you up for success for future projects because obviously we're going to give you such great service. We are going to be the guys coming back for the future project. So, little lesson here about a simple job like an electric vehicle charger that ended up being a lot more to it than we mentioned. But at the end of the day, they have their charger, things are a little bit better, and they've got a sub panel that is set up for future success.